So I have been like iffing and ahhing about whether I'm going to do this video, and I'm torn. I'm like Natalie and Imbruglia. Nothing's fine. I'm torn because surely we know this is a bad idea, and this video could age very quickly. And I have never, ever in my life wanted to be wrong more than this. So if I am wrong and this all-in segment tomorrow blows people's minds, it's incredible, it works, please comment on the video and say, you're a goddamn dumbass. Please do that for me, because I want to be eating that humble pie. But as it stands right now, I've got some thoughts. Hello and welcome to FTTR, I am Hugh McQuaid, and today we are talking about AEW Dynamite. We are talking about the announcement that was made on Collision nights ago that Tony Khan / the Young Bucks will be airing the all-in footage, the backstage footage of Jack Perry and CM Punk, that altercation, and why I think it is a terrible idea. But before we dive into that, please hit subscribe, please like this video, please comment your thoughts down below on the entire situation that's going on as we dive into this. So this all sort of kicked off because of CM Punk's interview with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour, I think it's called, where he talked a lot of smack about AEW. He talked a lot of smack about Tony Khan, about the EVPs, about everything that happened at All In. For those of you who don't know, Jack Perry and CM Punk got into some fisticuffs backstage, and CM Punk was fired with cause from the company. That is like paraphrasing it. And then it was announced on Collision that the Young Bucks would be airing backstage footage from All In for the first time, reportedly showing this footage. Now, if this is all the work, I goddamn hope it is. I hope this is footage of the Young Bucks and FTR backstage setting up their match. I want it to be that. However, this video is based on the assumption that this is the actual footage from backstage at Wembley Stadium with Jack Perry and CM Punk. This is atrocious. Now, I say this as an AEW fan. I love Tony Khan. I love the Young Bucks. I love CM Punk. You can love them all. Just because they don't like each other, you can love them all. However, this decision just reeks of, I don't want to say desperation, and I don't want to say pettiness, but I'm going to say desperation and pettiness. I cannot see a fathomable reason as to why you would release this footage on Dynamite. I cannot see how it works storyline-wise, whether it be building on the feud with FTR, whether it be bringing in Jack Perry. I cannot see how it works. Like, what does this achieve? Because the main person involved in this is CM Punk. CM Punk, who does not work for you. Yes, he said some bad things. Yes, he may have hurt your feelings, but taking up television time to air your dirty laundry against him just doesn't make for a good product. Like, it doesn't make me want to watch. Like, what would this achieve other than talking some smack about CM Punk? Like, will it further FTR versus the Bucks? Because you're not going to be name dropping CM Punk all the time. He works for a different company. You'll bring Jack Perry in. He's not going to name drop CM Punk because he works for a different company. This doesn't build any sort of feud involving CM Punk because he doesn't work for your company anymore. And that is just what is blowing my mind, that they would dedicate a segment of TV to embarrass CM Punk. He doesn't work there. who doesn't work there. I cannot wrap my head around this. This is like, right, and this is going to be a bit of a tangent that only some people will understand. And I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Doctor Who Series 1. Christopher Eccleston left because of creative differences. He didn't get on with Russell T Davies, and he left. David Tennant came in, and we got all the David Tennant goodness of Doctor Who that we love. This would be like in season 2 of Doctor Who, Russell T Davies writing an episode in which the Doctor trashes his previous incarnation. Why would you do that? It just comes off as damaging and petulant. And I don't think, like, I get you can use this as a ratings ploy. You can use this to boost ratings. People want to see the footage. Me personally, I don't even want to see the footage right now. Like, I don't care. I'm so above it. I'm so far removed from All Out, from All In. And I don't want my memory of being at All In, one of the greatest wrestling shows in my life, to be tainted by childish stuff like, I'm going to get one back on you. Because that's how it feels. So I don't see what you're looking to get from this. A bump in ratings for 1 week, sure. But new fans? What new fans are you going to get from doing this? Like, surely everyone who was, like, really anti-CM Punk still watches Dynamite because he's gone and they're happy he's gone. Anyone who's pro CM Punk isn't watching Dynamite, and I don't know what this video is going to do that could possibly sway them to come and watch Dynamite. Like, what on earth could be in this footage that it's going to gain a new audience and gain new fans? This seems like it was purely done for selfish reasons, and I don't like that, and I don't like talking about this, because let's talk about the other thing. AEW is on a massive hot streak. Like, I think their television from the start of this year has been near perfect. I think it's been great. I have loved all the stuff with Joe and Swerve. I have loved Will Ospreay coming in. I have loved Okada. I've loved this new iteration of the Bucks. I've loved what they're doing with Mercedes Moné, bringing her in. I love what they're doing with Julia Hart and Sky Blue. I think their women's division is coming together really, really well. But this is just leaving a sour taste in my mouth. So I don't understand why you would do this now and jeopardize people jumping ship, because the finger poke of doom is a term that can be thrown around willy-nilly, like, oh, is this the end? I think of all things, this is the thing that I envision as being the closest. As being the closest to a finger poke of doom. And I don't fucking want that. No one wants that. No one, whether you support WWE or AEW, want AEW to go out of business, because it just means bad stuff for the wrestling industry as a whole. And Tony Khan not having thick skin and sort of going after someone who vented him on a podcast on a weekly television show, I don't want that. There's a perfectly easy way around this. If Tony Khan had just released this on Twitter, I don't think there would be as much commotion. Yeah, people would be like, yeah, it's pay, but I think the ickiness and sort of the toxicity of it comes from airing it on the show, you know? Because WWE, while CM Punk did the Ariel Helwani interview, they didn't show it on Raw, they didn't show it on SmackDown, they didn't show it on NXT, barely made reference to it. So they're like, it'd be like them airing that interview on Raw, but they didn't. I don't like the idea of them using this as a way to grab an audience, because I don't think it achieves anything. It doesn't bring in new people. If anything, I think it's going to push away people, which is not what you want. So if I were them right now, just switch, just swerve, just have this be a big old work, have it be FTR and the Bucks getting into something backstage, and be a parody of the Brawl at All In if you really want to. because I don't see what this gets anyone, like, at all. And those are my thoughts. I think it's a bad idea, but 24 hours time, I might be sitting here going, that was the best segment that AEW have ever put on. As it stands right now, I am not a fan, and I am incredibly trepidatious about this. I want AEW to succeed. Look at these figures, look at them. I am an AEW mark. I want this to succeed. I'm a wrestling mark. I want both companies to succeed, and this just gives me, like, dread is the best way I can say it, because it might be an utter train wreck. But we will wait and see. And I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think this is a good idea, a bad idea? Let me know everything you want, and I'll try and reply to every single one of them. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.